Hello there! Today we will be making a landscape drawing. Well, I'm very excited for this one. Let's see what do we have in our book. We see a beautiful landscape right here. Let's follow these 3 steps to make this nicely. At first, we are going to make a border line. Yes, that is going to make our drawing look neat and clean. Let's make a standing line, a sleeping line, another sleeping line, and one more standing line. Well, we get a very big rectangle in which we will start making our landscape drawing. Let's start by making this slanting line at first. And after that, let's make another bumpy standing line. Continue making this in a similar way. It has created layers in our drawing, isn't it? The first layer, which is closer to us, is water. Hence, we will show ducks floating in it. Let's draw a very light drawing so that just in case we do a mistake, it is easier for us to erase it. We will also see that the drawing which is closer to us is going to be bigger and the things which are away from us are going to be drawn smaller. Let's make this duck bigger as it is near us. And after that, let's start by making this road and then the house. Again, we will draw the skeleton of the house at first. Yes, very lightly. After we are done with that, let's start by making this. Yes, we will be making a beautiful big tree. But first, let's make its bark. And after that, start making the big tree. Well, if you notice, this tree is complete and the next tree which is next to it is half because it is being overlapped by the first tree. Let's start making these bushes. That's brilliant. We will make a few bushes right here. Also, try and make the leaves which are being folded outwards. And then let's make this as well. That's amazing. Complete making the bushes slowly and nicely. And after that, let's make these 2 trees which are right next to the house. We will make 2 trees overlapping one another. Yes, one is behind the other one. This looks very interesting. Complete the design of the house now. Let's make the door and the windows. And now, let's make these stones. Once we are done with that, let's use a lot of curves to make this beautiful partition between the top and the bottom of the sky. Let's make the sun. And now, start by making the duck nicely. We can erase the rough parts and give it an intricate detail right here. Can we make this together? That will be amazing. Let's make the ripple in the water. And after that, start sketching this. There might be a few minute or minor details which you might have not made or missed while drawing the entire thing with a pencil. That's absolutely alright. You can take your sketch pen and make those intricate details. Just for example, the lines which are there on these leaves. Continue sketching the entire thing in a similar way. Go right on top of the pencil marks and complete it nicely. Well, we need to be very careful while sketching it with the help of a black sketch pen. Usually, if we make a mistake, it gets difficult for us to erase it. We will use a blue colored sketch pen for the clouds right here. That is brilliant. Now, let's do the borderline with the help of our scale. This looks lovely. And now comes the fun part. We are going to color this together. At first, let's take blue color and press the color and color it. At first, we are going to apply pressure and color it darker. After that, let's release the pressure and color lightly. Yes, as we go upwards. And now, let's take green color and do the same thing. Remember to do the outline and then color inside in one direction. This looks pretty. Let's change the shade of green and start doing these bushes. We will follow the same steps. We are going to do the outline first and color inside. Make sure that you do not leave any white spaces. Continue coloring this beautiful bush right here. And now let's do the outline of our tree. If you notice, we are coloring this in a very different way. We are making circles or scribbles so that the tree gets a beautiful texture. Let's mix the light green right here. Always remember, start by making these spirals and then start by coloring the lighter color right on top. This gives us such a beautiful shade, isn't it? And now let's take brown color and start by doing the bark. Well, we have to start mixing it with beige color. Yes, it is looking like ochre color. After that, let's use the ochre color for the road as well. And then we will take pink color for the house walls. Well, at first, let's make it a little darker on top and then merge that color with the lighter pink. Let's use a beautiful shade of magenta for the top part. Continue shading it in a similar way. That's beautiful. Let's take orange color for this rim. And now, let's take a light green color and start doing it lightly near this part. This looks beautiful. Continue coloring it similarly. Yes, with another shade of green. Let's take a darker shade of green at first and then do the bottom part of this bush. After that, blend it with a lighter green. This looks amazing. Let's take light yellow color and do it right here. And then deep yellow for the door and blue for the windows. There are a lot of intricate details in this drawing. Make sure that you do not miss out on coloring any of them. Check your drawing multiple times so that you don't make a mistake while coloring. Also, we have different shades mentioned in the book. It is completely alright if you have shades similar to the ones here or a little different. Let's take blue color and start by coloring the bottom part of the cloud. Yes, that is the sky. Continue by doing the outline and slowly start coloring inside. Well, we are not going to put a lot of pressure on the color so that we get a very light shade. We can also blend it a little with the help of our hands. And after that, let's take the same blue color and apply a little more pressure. That is going to help us get a darker shade of blue. Try and color only in one direction. This looks beautiful. Let's take yellow color for the sun and then complete coloring the duck. We need different shades of browns, beige and ochre color for this one. Again, please don't worry if you do not have the exact same shade. Let's take green color for the head and yellow color for the beak. Complete this coloring in a similar way. This is beautiful. Let's use yellow color for the duckling and the beak as well. And now let's use grey color for these stones right here. And look at that, a beautiful drawing is ready.